Hello, this is DJ Mega817, and I'm back with another video with the 31 Days of Bleach. This time I will be discussing my favorite villain. I guess there aren't really like a lot of villains to choose from, as far as like main villains concerned. You only have like what, maybe 2 to 4 main villains. Because you have Grant Fisher, who's like the main villain of the first arc, I guess, or the first half of the first arc. Then you have Aizen, who's the main villain of 2 story arcs. Well, even just like the first, like somewhat the first half of the series in general. They have Yin Kugo, who's the main villain of the third arc, no, of the fourth arc, and then you have Drew Baku, who's the main villain of the final arc, the fifth and final arc. So of course, my choice is gonna be Sosuke Aizen, or Aizen Sosuke, whatever. If there is like a favorite story in this, I'll probably choose you out for that, or ask you what, well, either one of the two. So Aizen, I personally like Aizen Drew a lot, but I like Aizen just a little more. Aizen, the thing with Aizen though, he's a troll. He's a bona fide troll. Like, in fact, there were a lot of jokes people made that Aizen basically like, I guess you could say Kubo's insert character. Because, Kubo's known for being a troll among, you know, being a troll basically. Because he does those some trolling crap, like, what the F is that? And Aizen as a villain was basically just that, a troll. But that's why I enjoy him. He just did, yeah, because he was trolling, he was pompous, he was arrogant, he wasn't really a mustache twirler, but he was like, he just do stuff and just like troll along. And this Zanpakuto was cool, even though we never got to see his Bankai, unfortunately. And the way he trolled Juhan throughout the final arc was hilarious. You don't get to see that a lot with the previous villains, like, um, you know, people keep up with the current main villain. So that was that was funny. There are some consides. Some people will say this. One being the fact that, well, actually, this one I don't necessarily agree with. So, like, people, one issue that I should talk about is the whole I's not killing people thing. At least people on the opposite side. He has killed people. He killed Gene and he killed Tozen, or at least he was responsible for Tozen's death. But and he did attempt to kill Halliwell. But because those are people on his side. But as far as like people that were enemies, he did kill. This one of the things people put Drew up and actually isn't true. First of all, Isaac actually took out the entirety of 46. So that's already 46 right there. Human who basically disintegrated in front of him because because of the whole reality thing. Couldn't handle Isaac's reality, so he disintegrated. That's one body right there. He killed Dean. That's another body right there. And if you want to add the Tolkien thing, there's another body right there. So that's what 48 to 49 guys that he killed. So yes, Isaac actually has a higher body count than Drew Block. It's just enough. It's just that most of the people he killed was off screen, and you can argue that whether or not they were evil or not. Well, that's sort of which is kind of evil, let's be honest. But I guess as far as like good people are concerned, well, Gene and Tozen are kind of debatable because they were Tozen. You could say he was kind of just misled because he was upset about what happened to his friend slash I don't know lover or whatever crap that lady was in because she got killed by her husband because his husband got into a fight with somebody. She tried to break it up or something like that, and she got killed. Then he took her to about Tony, and he was gonna avenge her because he didn't like the way the Soul Society handled it. So I think the Soul Society like let him go, and because of that, he decided to join Aizen. even though even though he was kind of hypocritical, but that's totally stuff. Gene, it's kind of hard to say because Gene, what happened with Gene towards the end was kind of stupid, but he was seemed like he was like a full on evil. I guess with the exceptions of maybe his feelings for like Rangiku, I guess killed to a lesser degree. But then he realized he was a secret down along, and then he gets killed for it. He has like a really dumb plan. But so yeah, Aizen killed him because of that. But a few other problems that did pop up with Aizen. The whole Hogyoku thing and how he basically became basically he became like I guess he was an unstoppable Nimrod is what time called him. It's actually quite funny. But that's kind of what happened because he was really intelligent. He planned everything from every single every single angle. Just boy, he couldn't be stopped. Was Aizen's. That really was Aizen's strongest suit was his mind and his ability to plan that many steps ahead and have backup plans as well. Which is why Kisuke was his rival because he's the only other guy that can really keep up with him like that. Or even surpass him in terms of intelligence. But then after he got the whole Yoku, well, he started evolving. He just pretty much relied on that, and that led to his downfall. But the other thing too is that he just started making really stupid decisions. Although I think this is more so just because of plot-induced stupidity. Because and this also goes into the other problem I mentioned in the previous video, which is the whole overpowered issue. Wait, did I mention it? I don't know. If I didn't mention it, I'm mentioning it now. The whole overpowered issue. Aizen became extremely overpowered, and well, maybe not. Okay, not as overpowered like July and some of the stereo influence. He's still overpowered nonetheless, and this also created problems. The thing was that Aizen was already like twice the power of a captain, and then with the Hogoku being in him and just whatever training he did before the war started, he was even stronger than that. He killed Well, he didn't really kill anybody, but he took out most of the Soul Society by himself. He sold them. I'm talking about captains. Captain plus characters. Sold them. That's ridiculous. And Shiga, he even go Bankai, just sold them. And before that, he trolled them into fighting Momo. Again, troll. And then he pulled this kind of like all that BS move where he basically canceled out Soifo's 2-hit kill thing. That's her Shikai ability. Because his whole excuse was, "Oh, my Ryatu tired of you, so you can't kill me with it." I call bullcrap on that because the Ryatu thing is so inconsistent. It's very inconsistent. It basically works when it needs to work. I can understand why Kawhi allow Soy from killing because if you did that would be kind of anticlimactic, but still, it's just like really you couldn't give up a better excuse than that, or have Aizen beat her in a better way than that. Because by that you just made Soy from to complete another garbage. It was bad enough that her Bankai was pretty useless because her Bankai is only as powerful as she is, and she's not a powerful captain by any means. They're gonna take away the one ability that's actually at least shown to be useful up until that point. So now she's basically garbage. So you had that problem. And again, the whole trickery thing I mentioned before with, both Isis and Bogdan, they basically trolled Yamos out of a win because he's not the main character type of thing. Granted, it was still a good fight, but still. But I will say it was kind of clever that Yamos, I had Wonder Wise. Wonder Wise's very existence was the Syria Yamos was Yamato, which actually would explain he was why he was able to take out like 3 capital dudes. I know a lot of people have a problem with it. I might explain it. Also, Wonder Wise might be a Vossaloid, but who knows? We probably never know. the final fight between Aizen and Ichigo, of course, it wasn't good. It wasn't terrible, just meh. But then again, there's no way that fight was going to be great because of all the crap that, because of all the stupidity that happened up until that point, and just because of the fact that Ichigo was more powerful than Aizen at that point, or at least he's on par with him. Um, oh yeah, Aizen's part just stupidity, like him allowing Ichigo to reach the power he did. Aizen's biggest downfall was himself. Aizen basically defeated himself. But the biggest problem I have is the reasoning for it. It doesn't make much sense and it actually contradicts what the show was his character. Because apparently, at least according to Ichigo, his observations that apparently Aizen was lonely. He wanted someone to be he wanted an equal. Okay, but the problem is that right before Ichigo even made that assessment, Aizen makes another kind of contradictory thing where because one of the things too is like Kisuke says the Hogyoku might have rejected Aizen because I guess because of the reason Ichigo mentioned. But again, what kind of contradicts it is the whole Aizen wanted to invade the Soul Palace and kill the Soul King. That was his goal. That's the reason why he had the war in the first place. The entire point of the war was to create the Soul Key so he could enter the Soul Palace. And to do that, he needed to destroy Garper Town along with 100,000 souls. Unfortunately, in the final arc, they completely retcon that. I understand why, because that's, I guess that's the safe way of doing things. But at the same time, it's a cop out because if Kubo kept it the way it was originally, it would be, I guess it would be darker. Again, I understand why he went about doing it, but if he was gonna go that route, then the whole war thing shouldn't have even happened then. Because to retcon it and just say, oh, you just need the Royal Guard to show up and you can go to Soul Palace. It basically makes the whole entire fake car sound stuff completely pointless. So we had that issue. The whole Soul King thing, that's a big issue. I just go to the Soul King stuff. I kind of mentioned this before. Like Isaac and Kisuke, they see it's implied that they've seen the Soul King or they at least know what it is. Because Isaac has a conversation with Kisuke, like, why would someone with your mind, like, follow that? Like, someone with your mind should want to want to change things instead of keeping them the way they are, something like that. I thought that was an interesting speech. I would love to see more of it get expanded on. Again, it's been implied that they both know of the Soul King, and there's also been a theory going around that Aizen and Kisuke got the idea from the Hogyoku from the Soul King himself. Because if I remember, they both created this Hogyoku around the same time. But it's never really explained why Kisuke made his Hogyoku. Like, I don't buy the whole, it's just for science thing. Because Aizen, when he created his, he had an ambition to create a powerful army and also make himself more powerful so he can go and, you know, attack the Soul Side. More importantly, get to the Soul King and destroy him so he could become the new Soul King. Which brings me to another point. Aizen should have become the new Soul King at the end of the series. If not him, then at least Ichigo or Ichige. Any of those more potentials really. You had Aizen, Kisuke, Ichigo, and Kabashi. So you had like five characters that could have become the new Soul King, and none of them do. Actually, we don't even know what the state of Ichige is, or any of the rest of the world for that matter. You don't know the state of Kisuke. Actually, now I think about it, and Ichigo's just a regular. Well, he's just living now. You don't know if he's still doing his soul duties or if he even still has any of his powers. Aizen unfortunately went back to prison. That was that was lame. Especially since he didn't even get to do much in the flower despite being a supposedly important figure. I mean, he's an important character, period. But he didn't get to do much because he spent most of his time tied up in sheriff's time and just being in prison in general. Another thing, we never really got a backstory for Isaac. We never really got a clear motive other than he just wanted to rule the souls. He just wanted to change things, or I guess he didn't like the way things were being run. But why? I know this is kind of becoming more negative. I still enjoy Isaac as a character, but I feel like we should have got more with him. And plus, this is actually coming from me liking Isaac. Isaac's still one of my favorite characters. I'm just not a fan of what people did with him in the later parts of the story. And I definitely don't like the way his character arc concluded. That was bullcrap, especially that whole forced dialogue that he had at the end with the whole like what was he saying, like hope and stuff. That whole forced dialogue it just seemed really out of character. It just came out of nowhere. But then again, a lot of characters just did like 180s towards the end of it. It was like what the even Drew did that nonsense. So this is like, oh, I was because he spent like half the arc getting a mustache to him, and then he's like, oh, well, I actually had noble reasons. I wanted to unite all the worlds together and stop death and all that stuff. I'm just like, the fudge? And it's funny because right before that, he said he's gonna come when everybody's at the most happiest and kill everybody. It just brings despair. So which one is it? So yeah, I know this again seems a bit negative, but again Isaac really is one of my favorite villains. I just don't like that Kubo trolled him in the end. That's what kind of leaves a sour taste in my mouth when it comes to him. I know there's some novel coming. I hope they actually like address the eyes and stuff, and as well as keep getting the other characters. And of course, who's the new Soul King, but that's another video for another day. So anyway, favorite villain Aizen Sosuke is a pretty enjoyable character overall. So rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.